Hello everyone, today's review for this week. Nothing exciting happened in this tank, not much ever does. In this tank, move that jug out of the way, black mollies. I was asked in another video how long do they take to grow? A couple of weeks. When it comes to like putting them in different tanks, I'd wait till they were this size. You see these ones here? These are the size I would probably, let's zoom in a bit. Oh, it's probably too close. Them compared to the adults, yeah, I would like let them go at that size. I'd probably put them in most community tanks unless you've got something big. The other ones probably a tad bit too small for most tanks, unless you know that they're not going to get eaten. But yeah, that's the female. I don't know where the male's gone. Or is that them? Yeah, that's the female. Yeah, as I said the other day, you don't know how old some of these fish are, like when you get them from shops and where they got them from, if they've got them from wholesalers and things. Yeah, it's Whereas if you get them from a local breeder, well, a lot of shops actually get some from local breeders as well. That's better. But yeah, that's the sort of size I would recommend. Maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks ish. And you can see that there's different cycles of black mollies in here. Now, I might just leave this as the black molly tank actually, and just let them get on with it. Although I've got a few people that want some already, but I need to leave some myself because obviously I think there's a few. You know, there's the male, there he is. There's the female. So yeah. And now for the other tank, I have to do something about corries. I'm gonna concentrate on them, I think, because as you can see, no corries, no corrie eggs, sorry. There is corries in there. So I've tried taking the eggs out and that's not working, and the eggs themselves get eaten too quickly. So what I'm thinking of doing is I've got 2 spawning mops in the back, but they're floating. I'm gonna drop them down so they're lower down on the bottom, so and hopefully they might lay some eggs in there. Then yeah, if not, I might need another tank. I don't think I've got room for another tank. Yeah, I think if I could let these black mollies grow out, I could put the corries in there, but then I'd have to get take all the snails, and I don't want them eating the eggs and what have yous. Yeah, but there's a baby. Sorry, some red-tailed swords in here. There's a few dotting around, so yeah, I might just leave these 2 tanks as they are. Drop the spawning mops down, take the cork floats out, and then just let them sink that way, see where they'll lay their eggs, because they're obviously laying eggs in here, but there's just so many fish that'll eat the eggs and the snails that while I never used to like snails, but snails have a purpose in the tank. I mean, I never clean the glass. Obviously on the outside I do, but I never clean the inside. Oh, there's some corrie eggs there actually. Let's see if I can get a decent image of them. There. Those 2 white dots there. They're Corydorus eggs. Now, I can never tell if they're fertilised or not. I'm not going to take them off the glass now. I'm just going to leave them on and see what eats them or doesn't eat them, or yeah. So they are laying eggs, and there's 2 age groups of corries in there. There's the original ones that were bigger, and now I think it's them that are starting to lay eggs, and there's a few smaller ones. I think it's the older ones that are now starting to lay the eggs, which is good. If I can get the other ones, once they age up a bit, there's quite a lot of corries in there, should get some eggs. So yeah, I think I'll drop the spawning mops down instead of floating them, because I've never seen any eggs in the spawning mops when I've checked. So I might drop them down, see what happens. I know the Aspidoras like the spawning mops. They like to put their eggs in their spawning mops when they're underground. And floating for that matter. They just like spawning mops. The Aspidoras put eggs everywhere. That's why I've still got a few in there. They just keep their numbers constant. I think, to be fair, the numbers will eventually drop because there's only so many of them, and they'll start to inbreed, and I don't know how prevalent that is with the fish, but yeah, they're going to drop eventually. But the Aspidoras are very nice, but yeah, they're just like miniature slim corries. But yeah, so I'm going to try the corries with the floating, with the sinking the spawning mops and see what happens. But yeah, so as for the swords are just swords. As we know, 2 males in there, and there's 3 females. There's 1 juvenile male, obviously, and 1 fully displaying male. Him there, he's the fully displaying one. And that one actually there is the, what is the word you would use? Probably juvenile. He's not really juvenile, he's not an alpha fish. We'll call him an alpha fish. How about that? Yeah. So wherever he went to. Oh, over there. Yeah, can you see the 2 males there? Yeah. The one with the big sword is obviously the dominant one, and the other one isn't. And the females are over there. So you should get plenty of babies in here eventually, once they all get old enough. And as I said, there's plenty of other fish which they haven't eaten, so we should get a few. I've had about 2 or 3 that I've seen so far. You don't need to see a picture of snails, but yeah, that's about it really. And there's so many black mollies in here now, if you look, which you don't always see them, but there are, trust me, there are so many black mollies. If I get them to come, there's black mollies everywhere, which is what I wanted. But there's some over on the filter over there. I don't know if you can see them, but yeah. Anyway, that's it for the review. Nothing too exciting going on here. Yeah. Alright then. Take care, bye.